So we made it to the Fairbanks airport. I didn't think our bags were going to make it with the rifle. Um, they had screwed our flight up, thinking we were going to make it or whatever. It's like it's like 3 or 4 in the morning. But they made it. Alaska Air actually pulled through. I was astonished to see our bags show up. But it's the first thing that you see is a grizzly bear when you get here, and some moose and stuff. But anyway, this is the only update I've got so far. We gotta get a taxi and get to our Airbnb, and then get our U-Haul in the morning, and we'll see where we go from there. All right, so we just got done eating at AW Family Diner in Fairbanks. We stayed at, what was that place called? What was her Airbnb?
Chana River Roadhouse.
Chana River Roadhouse Airbnb last night. And it wasn't bad, it was better than spending $400 on a LaKenna. But now we're walking from the restaurant to the U-Haul place to get our van, and we'll hit the road. So we got our U-Haul and topped off with gas. Surprisingly, gas is about $3.45 a gallon, about the same as what it is in Virginia. I know it gets extremely expensive the further north you get, but we're in a Fred Meyer, which is basically the same thing as Kroger or Albertsons, and just getting some rando stuff. And we got some fuel for the stove. I'm gonna try to get on the road here pretty soon, but yeah, get some apple juice. I'm stupid tired. Like, all of a sudden just hit me. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're headed north. We're on Route 2. It's just starting to drizzle a little bit, and we're gonna go get something to eat at the Hilltop, and then might make the Yukon River before it gets dark. So we'll see. So we got us a pretty good meal.
Jalapeno bacon burger.
Yeah, looks pretty good, tastes pretty good at the Hilltop off of Route 2 north of Fairbanks. That's pretty, isn't it? All right, we hit the Dalton Highway in our U-Haul. There's Mark. And that's the mountain we just came over. Pipelines up there. And yeah, it's gross. It sucks out here. The road is awful. Like, there is basically no road. My driveway's better than this. But yeah, it is what it is. It's gonna be great. All right, so to clear up, that's the Yukon River. And this is the Yukon River Valley area. And Camp Yukon's right through there. So we're on the Yukon River Bridge. You can see that the bridge is not awesome. But the river's badass. It is huge. It is huge. See, folks are down there. Yeah, it's big. There it is. That's what you're looking at Yukon. All right, we made it to the Arctic Circle, and Mark's got his silly little bears. Let's see here. Turn around.
Hey! So Sadie and Lydia, the bears made the Arctic Circle.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So we just came from that patch of fog right there, and yeah, so we're about 50 miles north of the Arctic Circle. There it goes. Oh man, so I just woke up. We slept in the van last night, and this is our view. So we're at the North Fork of the Bonanza Creek, and it's cool. It's super cool. But that's it. Let's walk down here. And there really haven't. It's only been a couple vehicles this morning, maybe two. You know what? Better go get my gun. But yeah, super pretty. It's cold though. It's like 35. So I'm shivered. And I got shorts on. And you can kind of see the creek rolling through there. I'm not gonna bushwhack though, because that would be stupid. But it wasn't terrible. I slept alright. Mark's still asleep. That's kind of par for the course. Yeah. So it's moving too. Like that creek is moving. But anyway, so we're just north of the Arctic Circle. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, God, that's got to be a couple hundred miles out that way.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's a fucking truck and we're all. So we're at Gobbler's Knob. And then you got the range over there. Man, my phone doesn't want to stay focused. So the further north you get, the scenery just keeps getting better and better. Breakfast buffet at Coldfoot Camp. Orange juice, coffee, tons of bacon. Pretty good. Worth $15. Alright, so we're north of Coldfoot quite a ways. We're south of Prudhoe Bay. And we're just finally getting into, I guess, what's considered the tundra. It is as far as you can flip and see. And we did see some Dole sheep coming in, and we're stopped at a fucking flag spot, you know, where you gotta let the roads all tore up. But it is super pretty. It's 46 degrees out, and yeah, not bad. We're just kind of half-ass glassing and stuff. We'll see what we can find. All right, well, we woke up this morning and of course there's a full moon rising right there. Snowing pretty good, just is what it is. We're still gonna try to get out, get all our crap packed up, and maybe it'll let up enough for us to get a mile or two in, and then, you know, be able to actually see something. But right now, like that umbrella looking thing is about 60 yards away, and you know, can't really make it out very well. But you know, it's the way it is up here, so we'll see.
What the fuck is that right there?
I think that's that dude baby. We're eating us a protein bar. Got another squall coming in. See a couple guys. This is the hardest walking I've ever experienced. We're both soaked to the bone. You gotta be 5 miles out to use a rifle. That's horse shit. Exceptionally hard hunting.
Dude, we could just find a young, dumb.
There it is. Now you can see the snow pretty good. It's pretty, but it is unforgiving for sure. It just doesn't want to focus because of the snow, I guess. The Arctic tundra is a bitch. Alright. Just to show you that there's assholes everywhere. God dang cigarette butt. In the middle of the Arctic tundra. Whoever did that is a right son of a bitch. Alright, we're headed into Deadhorse. So the most northern town in North America, populated town, I believe is what it is. And it has a whopping 25 to 50 year-round citizens. So we're gonna get gas and try to figure out where the caribou are. That's what 10 p.m. at the Arctic Circle looks like. We're putting the Raxol boot dryers to the test, but they were saturated. They've been on there for about 3 hours, and it's used 6% of that 30K. But we'll see what happens. I mean, got the heater on too, and it's just, they were saturated. And there's the Brooks Range way out there. No caribou, but it's pretty. God, it's pretty. I got an Arctic fox that's not remotely bothered by me. It's pretty decent size too. Mark just shot a caribou and we're out looking for him. And I found that fox's den, but I cannot find the caribou to save my life. And it is terrible. Like, it's just impossible to find this thing. There's a little fox kit hanging out, stretching. Somebody left behind a bag of caribou meat and they found it and destroyed it. So, it didn't go to waste. It's laying down. That's adorable. There's our van. Yeah. Kind of cool. I just saw Mama. She didn't care that I was there at all. Yeah, kind of neat. Still looking for the caribou. So right there, y'all, that's a man size 12.5, and that is a wolf print. So that's a big dog. Oh my God, this thing does not care at all. How cool is that? I mean, 10 feet tops. 10 feet from an Arctic fox. And it's red right now, but it's gonna turn white when it gets snowy. That is wild, yo. I mean, look where I'm at. I'm in the middle of nowhere. And this thing is just like, what's up, yo? I'm not remotely afraid of you. That is too freaking cool. And there it goes. You can see a little fox kit, right there, right above my finger. He's just hanging out in the sun, waiting for Mama to come back. All right, so I got some water out of the Sag River in this Catadine B-free Katahdin, and I'm just putting it into a jug that we've had. The flow rate is quite nice. It's seems to work pretty well. So I don't know how much I got. Probably about a gallon. I don't know. That's a gallon, so we'll see what it's got. This fox actually likes me or something. Look at it. It's followed me all the way over here, almost 1,000 yards. But I'm still doing the water. That fox just rolled through here like it was no big deal again. Tell you what, I am utterly impressed with this thing. It is fast. I hope it's cleaned. Otherwise, we'll find out the hard way. All right, so that's the verdict. So that's the level right up to about the handle. Yeah, actually exactly up to the handle. So a little more than half a gallon, probably 2/3 of a gallon in about 2.5 minutes. That's pretty darn good without pumping. I like it. All right, so Mark got one, and we're crossing the river now to go get it because the bastard had to shoot it and it crossed the river, but we got one. So this is where you buy good shit. All right, so Mark got him Caribou, a small bull, and we're down here on the river. He can't quite remember where it's at. He says it's on the river, so I'm just kind of hanging out until he finds it and comes and gets me. But yeah, so it's pretty exciting. That's his first big, you know, out west kind of critter. So it's exciting. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad he got one. So we might get it out tonight, but you know, we only have about an hour or so light left. It's already about 8:30, almost 8:40. Sun goes down at about 9:30, 9:45. So, you know, there's no point. I found some wolf tracks and stuff, so I don't really want to be out here at night if possible. I mean, you know, wolves really won't bother you, but still, you know, with a dead animal, you never know. All right, that's a bear track. I'm not sure whether it's a grizzly or not, but there's another one. Bam, bam. So we got grizzlies around here too. Kind of cool. All right, Mark got his caribou, and not a bad one. Young, gonna eat good. What do you think?
Think so?
Stoked. All right, let's see if we can drag him up out of there. All right, head down the last little bit. Almost done. So there's Aurora Borealis, the northern lights. We just killed a caribou, got it all packed out in the van, and we get to see the northern lights at the end. It's pretty awesome. Hard to beat it. All right, we got everything packed up. The cooler he got's awesome. But this is it. This is it for Alaska, or well, at least for the Arctic and caribou hunting. So that's it. We're out of here. Yeah, it's a typical Jeep driver. They parked too close to the side of the road and down it went. But yeah, kind of sad because there's nothing out here and nobody cares. So that Jeep will be there probably until next spring. Our first meal after the caribou, I'm eating the Mountain House spicy Southwest style skillet, and it is a solid 8.5 out of 10. This is one of my new favorites. And Mark has the Ready Wise Chili Mac.
Desert High Chili Mac.
Oh, Desert High Chili Mac. And what would you give that?
That's solid 7.
A solid 7. So 2 winter chicken dinners. That's pretty good. Most of the time you get a dud. At least one out of two. But yeah, pretty good. So this is the Brooks Range on the Dalton Highway, and it just does not stop when you get up here. It's just unbelievably beautiful. It's just hard to fathom that they cut a road through here. All right, we stopped at this river. I don't even know which river it is. The dude to wash our bags out. I already chucked mine in the river. Got all the blood out of it, and it's just stunning. You know, just
sit for a few minutes.
hard to beat. Yeah, it's just awesome out here. It's one of the prettiest places in the world, I guess. And yeah, let's see here. You got a snow-capped peak back right there somewhere. Yeah, awesome. All right, we're at the place that we first camped just north of the Arctic Circle campground. This is the North Fork of the Bonanza Creek. There's a sign over there, but it's a good little spot right off the road. You know, it says creek, but by God, that thing looks like a river to me. Through the pole a little bit, nothing, no bites. I think you really need a fly rod in here, but it's super pretty. You know, and that water just kind of quasi rocks you to sleep, but pretty cool. So Mark just came back to the woods to do some business. Found it looks like a moose femur, I guess. I don't know. That was Mark's guess too. But a bunch of snares, so they're trying to snare either wolves or bears. So we'll do them a favor and get rid of these. And yeah, it's kind of a shit show. They got a bunch of wire and stuff all over, but it's old, so nobody's been in here. But we'll get rid of these because that's bad juju. Good old man. So we stayed at Finger Mountain last night. Basically like a rock outcropping and a couple little outhouses. And that's the view there. And the sunset over there. That's not bad. We just slept in the van again last night. The northern lights were awesome last night, but for whatever reason my phone wouldn't pick it up. I don't know. But they were really good right here because it's just wide open. So it's awesome out here. It's about 35 right now. Hopefully the meat's nice and cold. I'm sure it is. But yeah, pretty good. Not too shabby. The whole U-Haul thing's actually a pretty good way to go. Even if you're coming out here just so you've got a place to sleep if you can't find anywhere, because there's not a lot of anything. But anyway, that's what we got. All right, so me and Mark stayed at one of the Chana River pullouts last night with the mosquitoes and came into the Chana Hot Springs resort. And it's like, yeah, we had breakfast. I had biscuits and gravy. I don't know what he had. Biscuits and gravy was pretty good. And then they've got, it's like $20 for the day. And considering we hadn't showered in days and days, you go into the hot springs and then you shower and stuff. But the hot springs are amazing. And for $20 you can't beat it. So like if you're coming off the Hall Road, it's actually, instead of going into Fairbanks, you're better off just, if you want to add this to your trip, just to come on down then, and you're 20 miles closer, or maybe not quite that, but pretty close. And then for $20 you can't beat it. It's really good, and the food's not bad too. How you know you're not in California?